ladies and gentlemen, this is Bemis.
So, I have in my hand 6 Bemis albums, are now on Bandcamp to buy. So, Time Enough at Last, Dreams for Sale, Personal Demons, People Are Alike All Over, World of Difference, The After Hours. And me and several other people are going to tell you about them now. So, over to Gareth first. Thank you, Gareth. So, Time Enough at Last, the first Bemis album. It was made in 2007. We were just a duo then. You can see on the back that it's just the two of us. There's no extras people on it. I don't think there's any overdubs on it either. It's literally how you would have heard us as a duo live. 2 layers of guitars, 2 layers of vocals. We were trying to get that finished before our 5-week gig in Thailand, which we did get it finished. We took them over there with us, which was really cool. So we had an album to sell while we were there, so that was really cool. And it's got the original versions of People Live On and Brilliant Fire. They're on there. And there's 2 songs on there that I really like that we don't play enough, I think, which is Virtue and Ghost. And there's 2 great Richie songs on there, Morning Light and There's More to Come. Some people say Morning Light's one of their favourite Bemis songs. Check that one out. But anyway, but yeah, first album, Bemis, Time Enough at Last, on Bandcamp now. Over to Jeff.
Hey everybody, Jeff Radford here. I was bassist with Bemis between 2008 and 2010. And the first album that I was involved with was Dreams for Sale. A truly amazing album with some huge memories for me of both recording and playing the songs live. I was involved in 4 songs on here, which were Not Enough to Know, which is just a brilliant start to the album. Always really like that one, the way that the bass kicks in. Obviously I appreciate it starting with bass because it meant I had my little moment there. And just a really incredible song about making a difference, not just talking about making a difference or thinking that we need to make a difference. The second song also I was involved with, Jigsaw Song, which is a personal favourite of mine, a bit more personal for Gareth, but just an amazing song again, incredibly emotional, incredibly bare of Gareth to sing about those things, and just a great song musically speaking as well. I always remember, not on this album, but when we did the live album, The Whole Truth, at the New Theatre Royal in Portsmouth, and I remember me and Dell, the drummer at the time, just syncing up almost perfectly in terms of this random bass fill and drum fill that just came together brilliantly. I just constantly play that one over in my head, and on the CD player as well. Really like that song, and I even play it today if I do solo sets as my tribute, tribute to Bemis, although nowhere near as good as Gareth and Richie doing it, that's for sure. Where Will It Lead was another one that was really, really popular playing live, and one that I really liked being involved with. And the final one that I was involved with was The Lines, which of course is just a massive song, especially when you play it live and the drums kick in and it just goes for it. And Gareth usually loses it, not in a bad way. It's just an amazing song, and I've always really enjoyed the other songs on the album as well, even the ones that I wasn't involved with. It's just great seeing them grow and seeing them just become that final form that went on the album. And it was a huge thing for me at the time. It's not something I'd ever done before, and my little piece of rock stardom right there. So yeah, Dreams for Sale, another amazing album from Bemis, and I was just really, really glad that I could be part of it. So thank you, Gareth, for helping me to be part of that and letting me be part of that dream.
So, Personal Demons, our 3rd album, another great cover by Hunt Emerson. The first one actually that he did for us, first of many, and a very personal album. There's the title track is written by Richie, and about some of the things he was dealing with. There's a song I wrote for my daughter, another one I wrote for my wife, as a song. Where is it? Yeah, the song I wrote about my dad, which is there's a difficult one to write, and blah blah blah. And it's just a much more personal album, and I think we're pretty proud of it. It's not quite the same as the first one in that the first one was a duo album, but it was literally how you'd hear us live, whereas this one's got sort of layered tracks on it. So like Personal Demons, for example, has got about 7 vocals on it and all that kind of stuff, but it's just me and Richie. And Richie does a lovely nylon strung guitar part in Waiting for Daylight, which was a song I wrote about animal rights. So, yeah. Personal Demons.
Good evening. My name's Dylan. I'm from the folk rock band Bemis. I'm here to talk about this album over here. People Are Like All Over. Album number 6. It's one of our beloved albums, featuring songs like Beyond What Pays, Progress, Old Way Falls, Same. Love playing them songs, but we still play quite a lot of songs from that album. So it's like Our Song, it's a regular Jibby. Squinted Vision, regular Jibby. And People Watching, a Latin Jibby. So yeah, it was a fun album to record. We recorded it at Mayfield Studios back when Mike Rogers and Daryl Thomas were in the band, or should, as is known now, Daryl Thomas. Daryl on drums and Mike on guitar and vocals. That's him singing. Just keep on trying. Yeah, it's a great time. It was good fun. As you see here, the album artwork done by the illustrative genius of Hunt Emerson. He's done many album artworks for us over the years. This is a cool little pod man, as it were. Yeah, I'm just here to enjoy, have a good time with this album. So yeah, it's available on Bandcamp for the first time ever. You can buy this album digitally and keep it forever. It's yours. So yeah, please head to our Bandcamp page and check out this album. People Are Like All Over, available now online.
Hello, so this is The World of Difference. This is our 8th album. It's the first album I'm on. I wrote 5 songs out of 12 on this one. Just like this. The cover was drawn by Hunt Emerson. He is a famous cartoonist. It was very cool. Yeah, my favourite song on this album is probably My Imagination. It's the last song on the album. It's the least produced song on the album as well. I remember with the After Hours, when we first started writing that album, we didn't know if we had enough political songs, but that wasn't the case on this one, because we were just writing political songs at the time. And a couple of the songs on this album were songs that my dad had already written, but we gave them new music and recorded them, and that was cool, because I wrote the music for them, those particular tracks anyway, and then my dad put the lyrics that he'd already written onto them, which was, it was cool because it meant that it was like quicker to arrange and sort out, and it was easier to record as well. It's a very cool album. It's all about diversity and how cool it is. Yeah, so buy the album.
Hey, just here to chat about my experience with the After Hours album. So as it happens, this was actually the first time I've properly spent time in a studio working with a full band. It was so much fun, full of tons and tons of energy, tons and tons and tons of creativity, as you can probably imagine with people like Gareth and Louis around. And yeah, I really feel like you can hear that in the album. I think my favourite song to record is probably Stay Where You Are, and that is purely because the song is just a million miles away from any other Bemis song. I mean, it's got that sort of prog rocky vibe to it, and I don't think any of us really knew what our parts were going to be until we were there. So there was loads of experimenting with that song. I mean, if you hear it, you'll know what I'm on about, but towards the end of the song, there's a massive build up, and that whole part of the song is pretty much improvisation, which I thought was really fun. So definitely gives it that prog rock vibe, which I love. So yeah, that was my favourite song to record. But favourite gig, which also I believe was the first time we ever had physical copies of the After Hours album, was Bearded Fury Festival. Our crowd was just incredible, and the whole set went down an absolute storm. I took a selfie on stage, which has never happened in Bemis before. I think Gareth was absolutely buzzing about it. We sold loads and loads of CDs, and we were also told that Little Stevens, who was headlining that day, came and watched our set, which is just awesome. But I mean, I haven't been camping for a long time, so this was the first time in a long time that I got to do that. You know, especially with the guys as well, spending the whole weekend with them, it was just so much fun. I absolutely loved it. It's a memory I will have for the rest of my life, so that was amazing, and also obviously linked to the album. And yeah, I mean, just being a part of Bemis as a whole has just been a constant journey, really. I mean, every single person who comes and supports us, you know, you're a beautiful bunch of people, and I mean, every single member of the band holds a really special place in my heart, so I'm absolutely honoured to be a part of it, and I hope you all love the album just as much as I do. Thanks guys, bye.
So, there you have it. All 6 Bemis albums on Bandcamp for the first time ever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go, there's six albums there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 albums, all on Bandcamp, Bemis Bandcamp, the bandcamp.bemis, bemis.com Bandcamp, whatever you call it. It's on there now. Go get it. Go buy them all. Go buy all the Bemis now.